Alright, this is my first commute on the Jackrabbit. It's unlocked. I have the new grips, these Rock Bros. I had bought for the Brompton I had bought, I don't know how many different, I bought like 2 or 3 different grips, Brooks, expensive ones, and they never fit right, and then I bought these cheap ass Rock Bros grips, and they have this little gel thing, they're relatively comfortable, and fucking awesome. Morning. Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, so these grips are pretty good. I'm going 24 right now. It's 24.8. Asshole. This little thing is moving, man. There's nothing much more to say. Let's see what the range will be. This is all relatively, it's not really flat, but it's, permesso mi panita. I ordered Schwalbe Supermoto X tires. These tires are fine, but I swear by Schwalbe, man. I rode over 3,000 miles on them and about a flat. Yeah, I'm gonna continue making that the case. Well, you know, trusting them. Let's see what my how long it takes me to get to work. I don't think I'm going to be doing much talking because I usually just record these videos for in case of an accident. But anyway, let's see how we go. backpack, which I haven't worn on a bike. I would do it on a scooter, and this kind of is. So I'm carrying my shit, even though I have a basket, but I unclipped it. I'm wearing a backpack, and I have this thing called Vaucluse, and it's like a frame that goes between you, a plastic like honeycomb frame that goes between you and the backpack, so there's space on your back for air to pass through, so I shouldn't have a sweaty back, or not as sweaty as if I didn't have that on. So, you know, I've had it for a while and I've never used it. And then when I had that, I had a scooter accident. I broke my clavicle and 5 ribs, and a backpack, heavy backpack, can be kind of rough on my left side. So it's just been sitting there practically unused. Now, I'm gonna do, not a range test, but I'm just gonna see how much the battery does drain from my normal commute. But I have my charger on me, and yeah, I'm charging that shit as soon as I get to work. Well, I'll give it a half an hour rest, and then I'm charging the batteries. So I go back home fully charged. I can't help it. I'd rather have a fully charged battery, never knowing what I may have to do, than have a, battery that's drained and I'm stuck. Even though I'm not stuck, I got another bike. But yeah, it's habit. Adjusted the seat. It's, a bicycle seat, at least for me, I have to angle it just like perfectly horizontal. Because you're getting off of it, pedaling on it, but since you're not really doing any of that, I've actually have it where the front of the saddle is a little up, so the back part, the actual part that my ass rests on, is the part that's more horizontal. Just so my butt can slide further back, because this is such a, the wheelbase of this bike is so small that it's kind of necessary. So funny not having to shift gears, or it's It's a scooter. It's a scooter in the shape of a bike. Yep, 24.8. I know it can go faster because it has downhill. I'm coasting. I think maybe when I change the tires to the, not that it matters, you know, this is fucking more than fast enough. But once I change to the Schwalbe, the Supermoto X, I think it has less rolling resistance than these tires. I'm not doing any, and they're capable of going gravel, off-road, which is something I may do it, but it's so like unlikely. It'll be like 1% of my ride will be that I don't really care. So these tires, they're super cushy. And I think they're not even, I think the range, the PSI range is 20 to 50. And they set it for me at, I intended to go kind of somewhere in the middle. So it would be like, 32 or so, somewhere there. And they're at like 35 or whatever. Yeah. So, speaking of the tires, one of the reasons, I suppose I could just change the tubes for that benefit, but the Schwalbe tubes lose less air, and every week I check my tires. People, you don't have to check your tires, but you do. I check them weekly. I guess if you're doing like rough streets, all those bumps kind of do push the air out a little bit. So yeah, I always, every week, I check the pressure, and I lose like 10% or so. When I had the scooter, I had an Apollo Ghost, that thing would lose, and that was my first e-vehicle, so I didn't understand, it was losing so much air. They didn't have flats. It's just that those little tires, the little volume of air in them, bumping around, they lose PSI. This is so funny. I'm on this little clown bike just zooming past everybody. been fucking, my thumb has been stuck on the throttle for most of this ride. And this thing has performed admirably. Admirably. What a lovely little device this is. Wow. I didn't realize that just being on that walkway right in front of me is illegal. I get a ticket for that. And what I tend to do is I don't block pedestrians, but I get into the kind of angle corner so I can get in front, so I can get out and give the pedestrians their hard-earned right away. morning. Damn, the lights are off. The lights are off. God damn it. Come on, people, you don't have the light. I love this fucking bike. But I gotta be careful, man. It's too easy to be wicked. It is too fucking easy. Too tight. Too tight even for the Jacko. No bar softs. 7.9 miles. What a little beast. Oh yeah, this fucking bike. This is a little commuter, man. It's just that I need some cardio. I'm too old to not get some exercise. Alright, that's pretty much my commute. Guess this is kind of the end.